Okay, it's the second my second video blog for today, Thursday the 5th of March 2020. This is my second blog. I've just covered and definitely check it out. Just a general discussion about the coronavirus, COVID-19, about Eric Dyer's intrusion into the crowd yesterday, Wednesday the 4th of March. I spoke about VAR and my beloved Liverpool, and on this video blog, I'm going to tackle two subjects. The first one is well, it's not controversial, but it is something that's rare and it's ugly head in football. And I'm speaking, of course, about racism. And I'm going to briefly speak about darts. So it's another general sports discussion, but it's racism. Now, racism, yes, it's in football, but it's in all sports. But it seems to be rearing its ugly head in football. And I'm going to focus on something John Barnes. John Barnes, the magical, lyrical, amazing John Barnes was on Sky Sports, the debate last night. And if you pull up John Barnes' racism, if you Google it or put it on YouTube, you'll see he's actually been speaking about this for a few years now. But now it's starting to gather some steam. Now, what he was speaking about was, yes, we can, the Raheem Sterlings and the different sports personalities, they can speak about it all they want, and it can be announced on tannoys in the stadium and you can ban that player and everything. But he had made a very good point. He said the problem, even though football can tackle it and football can try to make an impact on it, not really going to make that much difference when it's not a political problem either, and it's not a sports problem. It's a society problem. And what it is it made some really good points. So what I would highly recommend is that if you go onto the Sky Sports website, if you go onto you might even find it on Google, might even find it on YouTube as well. But if you just Google John Barnes, the debate, Sky Sports, or you put the debate episode Wednesday 4th of March, listen to what he's got to say. Make some very good statements. And just to paraphrase some of the things he's saying, I've just touched on it. Like I said, it's a society problem. Like, for instance, if you say Jamaican Yardie or young black thug or Muslim, there's a stigma and there's a stereotype that comes with those words. And at the end of the day, what's happened is recently a black football player, I don't know the football player's name, but a black football player in the lower leagues a good few months ago said he was racially abused by a goalkeeper. And it's taken the FA and the Football League, it's taken them like 3 or 4 months or something like that to actually investigate it and punish the player who was accused of having a racial slur. And it's proven he did say a racial slur towards him. Now, so that's happening. And what you've got is there's a spat of racism. Apparently, Rudiger in the Chelsea-Tottenham game said he was racially abused, and it turns out he wasn't, but it was actually Son, the Tottenham player, that was racially abused. So there's so many different things happening in football right now where racism is rearing its ugly hair. And John Barnes is saying, regardless of what you do on a football pitch or in the boardrooms or at pitch level or at club level, it's something that society at large has been programmed to think down the years. So basically, he's basically saying in society at large, people, so he's saying black people, there is a stigma, there's a stereotype about black people in general. And that stigma is a negative stigma. So one black person standing up and saying, hey, we should do this and we should do that, and this is the way to deal with it. And then a Caucasian or white person saying, yeah, we're going to follow that and we're going to punish this person. So that's going to deal with that situation. But it's not going to deal with the grander scale of things. And he's got a very good point there. And the long and short of it is he's trying to say Raheem Sterling, a great point he made. Raheem Sterling took 350 underprivileged school children to the FA Cup, one of the FA Cup games, the FA Cup final last year or something. And he said, yeah, that's fantastic, but that doesn't deal with the issue that they follow of racism. Yeah, they're underprivileged, but that basically it can only go so far. I commended him, and I commend Raheem Sterling, definitely. Yeah, his Liverpool connections and everything. I'm not hating. At the end of the day, went on and you've done better things. But The long short of it is that I'll commend him. Well done, thumbs up, Raheem. Because at the end of the day, they are inner city children that do need a mentor. They do need people to give them that opportunity to go and watch a game of football live. But then John Barnes made a great point. What's the follow up? Are you going to follow these children, and are they suffering from racism or any sign of abuse? Are we going to tackle it at society level? And that's where racism needs to be tackled. And I 100% agree with John Barnes. He's one of my. Oh, I wouldn't say I don't idolize anybody, but he's one of my heroes, I could say. Childhood heroes, playing for Watford, then playing for Liverpool. And at the end of the day, he made a really good point. It's a society thing. And at the end of the day, the stigma. And I'll give you an example of the stigma I'm talking about. Ask yourself the question: when was the last time you saw a happy black family on British television? Example: look at EastEnders. When was the last time you saw a black father and a black mum, and they've got 2 children, 3 children, they're happy, and they're in bed together and they're cuddled up, or they're having an argument and they do the famous tense kiss at the end of it? You don't see that. You usually see in adverts, if you see the black child's the one running around, and then the white child's the one playing very calmly with a book, the intelligent look, I call it. But the black child's the one running around. Another thing, adverts, you never see a black mum and a black dad, a married black couple. You always see it's an interracial kind of thing. So you'll see the white Caucasian man and the Caucasian woman, they're happy, whether they're elderly or young. But you won't see the same with black on black. You always see a black woman and a Caucasian man. Now, here's the thing. I've got nothing against that. This is not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying, where the problem there is, it's a stigma that people will not be seeing a black happy couple. So it's not something that's going to be the norm, which it is the norm. There's many black couples out there that are black on black and they're happy. Just like there's many black and white, whether it be black woman, white man, or white man, black woman, or black man, white man, whatever. Interracial couples are happy, yeah. But so are black and black couples, so Caucasian couples. But in society, if you're seeing it on TV, on soaps and adverts, day in, day out, those same people that are watching that TV screen, when they go to the football pitch, seeing a black man in a game of football doing really well, that's not going to sit well with him, because he's not thinking black people are part of society. He's not thinking black people are happy. He's probably got a black wife and some black children and they're happy. He's not thinking that. That football fan, that thug, I'm going to call him. I'm not going to call him a football fan, because if he's a football fan, he will love football. But he's there got time to have racial slurs and make the monkey chants and everything. He's not thinking that that's an equal black guy there. He's successful, So let me respect him as a successful black man, because in society he's equal. He's been seen as equal. Because in society, the black man is never seen, well, the black woman as well, but the black man is hardly ever seen as, equal and successful. Like when you won't see in the media, you won't hear black doctor, black lawyer, black politician. You won't hear these things. So, at the end of the day, John Barnes makes some really, really good points there. And, and he's saying it's a society level that needs to be tackled. And that is the responsibility of the government. It is the responsibility of the media. It is responsibility of the BBCs, the ITVs, the Skies, and all these different channels to start to put more of an equal norm in society, that black people are successful. Black people we don't just rap and sing and perform. We are footballers, we are cricketers, we are lawyers, we are doctors. You know what I mean? We are a part of society. And once we are seen in that light, cross-board on all platforms, when you get to the football stadium now, the racism would drop. It will drop. Racism will never end, because there's racism the other way. There is reverse racism as well. And John Barnes even mentioned that as well. He said, we're not going to go on we're perfect. I mean, there is reverse racism, sorry. So the point of the matter is society level is where it needs to be tackled. And society level, in society, that's where racism needs to be tackled. It really does need to be dealt with in the media level. On media platforms, whether it be social media, whether it be media platforms, whether it be TV and radio and film, it needs to be tackled there. Because the long short of it is, if you're short-sighted and you're dumb enough to think racism is okay, then shame on you. Yeah. Now, what this does is, because we've already, so I'm taking this to another field. Let's bring it back to sports now. In sports, equality has been promoted because you've got women's football is being promoted more. I'm all for it, but what I would say is let's make sure that if it's equal is equal. Just make sure we don't see less of the men's game and more of the women's game. Keep it balanced. I mean, there's a lady in darts right now who is actually now performing very well. Now, to me, that equality is great right now. You understand me? So if we can do that well, their women are not now excluded. Oh, you can't play football, you can't do this, you can't do that, and it's more that you can, and let's celebrate your game. We can do the same with racism. We can. We can start not making a big thing of trying to get more black managers into the game. Just do it. Let it be noticed. But don't make a fanfare of it, because then people are saying, oh, it's special treatment. No one, in my opinion, should get special treatment. The only people that get special treatment is when you win, you're a winner. Go and get the special treatment. Get the parade. Get the fanfare. More importantly, get special treatment because you are trying. You are succeeding. Hope that makes sense. Is that 11 minutes in? Very hard subject. I could have gone deeper. I was going to go deeper. But, you know, I like to stay positive. I like to stay bubbly in these videos. And I'm going to try to stay bubbly. So, what do we have here? What do we have here now? What we have here now is a great chance, if John Barnes is given the platform, to start setting the example on how do we move forward in cancelling out racism in our game. With that said, I will take a pause for the calls right now, and I'll be back. There will be a third video getting uploaded today. I'm trying to make up for lost time because I've not uploaded in 2 or 3 weeks now. So there'll be a third video coming up. The next one will be about darts, a very brief one. And like, comment, subscribe, notification bell. I look forward to seeing your comments. I look forward to seeing it over on Facebook. Have a good afternoon, have a good evening, have a good night.